Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here. I know, looks pretty bad, huh? Looks pretty bad. I just unboxed this a bit ago, and I got to hand it to them. They repurposed like a holiday light box, and they made it work. But I just got this out. I just unwrapped it, and I was looking at it. I saw it online, all the pictures, but they never did show the underneath side of it. And this is the first time looking at it. Okay, what do we got? Like no bump? Yeah, we got a little bit of a front bumper, a little nub there. Back bumper, no, there isn't. Yeah, there's some. There's the inside, but there's no nubs on the outside. Obviously, covered in the decals. We'll be able to get those off, and no windshield. But we do have a driver in there. We do have a chassis, and they did say that he was unable to test the car. So a lot of guys, and I know this, they always say as is. So let's just go ahead and get it on the track and see what we have. We have something that sparks up, doesn't it? Sparks up a little bit. Yeah, let's try it again. Barely moving. So what are we gonna have to do? We're gonna have to take that chassis apart and clean it. We're gonna have to take that apart and clean it. All right, give me just a sec. We will dive into this bunker. Okay, back at the bench now, a little bit better light, and I'm looking at it. One thing, you have the decals on, but look how filthy the hood is. This, and you come across this a lot, it's probably never been washed. It's just probably never been washed. And I say that, one, because it's filthy, but two, when you wash them, the decals come off. So it's never, yeah, well, I don't know, there's most of the decal, or a lot of it, and that's partially there. So, it just, as filthy as it is, it's time to give it a bath. Let's get the body off the chassis, see what we got. See what we got. Go. We know that the chassis sparks, turns over, which is good. So we know that we got everything working there. I bet you we can get it to work a lot better. I don't know how bad the carbon is or how much they oiled it. It doesn't look like it's over oiled. It really doesn't. It doesn't look like it's over oiled. So maybe just a good quick cleaning will get this thing running again. I can't wait to get the body itself into the sink and get that washed up. I know it's going to look a lot better. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the crown plate there. That's seen better days there. We got to get all the oil off. And you guys know, I use the Dremel, the wire brush. That's like the quickest way I've ever found to do that. And it does a lot of a good cleaning to like the bottom of the chassis and everything. So I use that Dremel quite a bit. Okay, it looks like the brush springs could use some cleaning there too. And the shoes, we're definitely going to do those. And once again, the bottom of the chassis there, we're going to clean with the wire brush. Make sure you put your springs to the side there. There you go. Yeah, always be careful with the springs, guys. I've had them just pop right off the bench. No fun. No fun. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to need to get a bigger screwdriver to get those axles off. All right, good. I just pulled the axles, and boy, the back one has some corrosion on it, so I'm going to get the wire brush, and we're going to clean that one up as well. I'm going to start by, boy, look at that bottom plate there. That's just something else. That's just like black copper is what that is, black copper. This should clean it up. Should only take a sec. Only take a sec. There you go. Get the post too. There you go. There you go. That's what we want. Clean the back gear here too real quick. Okay, good. There you go. That's the easy part. That's the easy part. Now let's go ahead and get the bottom of the chassis done itself. You know, I just like to clean everything up, get the oxidation off, because you know, they say rust never sleeps. Yeah, oxidation, rust, it doesn't sleep. So get it as clean as you can. Get it as clean as you can. That's what I do. And I also try to get into the little holes there where the shoes go. I try to get in there real good, just, you know, as good as you can. And also the springs. I touch those with this as well. Just a little bit, and yeah, you can see them shine right up. They just shine right up. Let me go ahead and get the shoes now. The shoes, I do every bit of the shoes. I really do. I do every bit of the shoes. Again, I want to get as much of the oxidation off as I possibly can. I don't want to just sit, you know, there with a little bit of it still on there. I want to get every bit of it off so it doesn't grow fat, you know. I don't mind cleaning the shoes, but I don't want to have to do it unnecessarily, you know what? I really don't. Very good. And there you go. I'm going to repeat that process with the other shoe there in just a second. But the way I go about getting the oxidation off of the axle is I just hold it, and you can just do that, and it cleans it real good. I mean, it cleans it real good. I do pay attention to where the axle is sliding through the chassis. I pay attention to that, make sure it's nice and smooth. You don't want any specifically corrosion in that area. But you can just hold the Dremel like that and go right around, and it does an awesome job. All right, very good. I'm going to finish up the other axle. I'm going to do the other shoe. I'll probably even do the engine clamp. Okay, good. It's time for some no, it's not. It's not time for reassembly. I forgot to clean the brushes. Get everything else clean. Time to clean the brushes. That's how easy it is, guys. You've seen me do that before, but that's the quickest way I've ever figured out how to do it. You know, just like that with these old T-Jet brushes. That's it. That's the method right there. Okay, let me pop everything back together. I can't wait to get to the body. That's going to be a blast. I bet you we get it looking a whole lot better when we get done with it. And I know I got to grab a windshield front and back bumper. Let me go and get those up for us too. Fantastic, just got it back together. It is transformer time, guys. Let's see what we get. I'm trying to scoot over here. Okay, very good. And let us open it for the basket. We have a proper running chassis. Yes, we do. We have a proper running chassis. Well, I like to hear that. And how many years, decades did that go probably without being run like that? Now we got it running, you know, just like it should. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, good. All right, good. What do we got? We have the body. I don't think there's anything I need to do other than get the front and back bumper off, then go ahead and wash up. Let me grab my X-Acto knife. I'll cut those off real quick. Okay, good. Here we are. Here's what's interesting. The front bumper, pretty straightforward, standard. You got to cut those little nubs off, those little rings that Aurora had. They would push the bumper through, and then they would, like a hot knife, and then melt it on, and it would stay in place rather than use glue. Now, the same procedure is done, but look where the pegs are. The pegs are here. This is the part that you have to get off in order to get that back bumper off. So I got to get the rings off the front there, and then the AC Cobra specifically, here's where you have to get those off. I got to hold this in front of me. Let me go ahead and get those off. Okay, just it took about a minute working on getting the rings off, the little flashing rings. And the last part of it that I do is I take the X-Acto and I just start pushing out. And if it's ready to come out, this might not be ready to come out, the bumper will start to move. I push in either of those holes, and if it starts to move, we got enough of the flashing out. So, nope, that went a little bit. That one went a little bit. There you go. Okay, that's tight, but it went. Okay, good. So that bumper, we can get that bugger out now. We can get it out. It's still in there fairly good. I still want to poke it from this side. I don't want to mar the outside of that body. There we go. That should get it. All right, got that out. I don't even think I'm going to save that. That, you know, it only has one of the nubs. I really don't think I'm going to save that. And I got this one pretty much ground down, and this should come out too. Let's see if we can get a little pressure there. Wiggle it out. Yeah, there you go. Just getting the heads off. There you go, popped right out. And I'm not going to save that one either. I don't, you know, maybe somebody would use it or want it for something, but I'm not going to use it for anything. Okay, we got the bumpers off, and I had turned it over my hand a bit ago. The head fell out. It was just like ready to go. So I got that over there on the side. The head was just like absolutely ready to go. Okay, guys, it is hot water and sink time. Let's go ahead and go to the sink. Okay, we're at the sink. I'm just going to use this soft toothbrush. My thumbnail will get a lot of these decals off, and it should look a whole lot better. I've got hot enough water. It should, not boiling, but I got it so hot to where I can't keep my hand underneath of it. Decals almost come off by themselves. All right, let me get the water running. Just got it out of the water here. It's still a little bit wet. I'm going to take it to the bench and dry it off, but we got all the decals out. I took some of the Dawn soap over there, and I really scrubbed everything inside of the body, outside of the body. So So let's go ahead and get it dried off. Came back to the bench. I was just getting ready to dry it off. My shirt here is still a bit wet. Oh yeah, there you go. You see the screw post there, the front screw post? That I wicked that out with like a little bit of the corner of the Bounty, the paper towel, and you want to wick both of them out. Yeah, the back one's got some water in there too. The last thing you want to do is have that water in there, put the screw on it to the chassis, and you just have it rust in there and have the screw post break and all that stuff when you try to take it apart. So let me go ahead and dry this off and we'll wick that out. Okay, good. I just got done wicking out the screw post with the Bounty towel there. And what's interesting, I just had a notion, you know, the front screw post there, the front one, you see the position of it? See the position of it? Now, this one, it's in the same position. Let me go ahead and get them lined up here. You see where they're at? That's in the same position. Now, here's the point I want to bring up. A lot of guys know this, and some of them don't. But look at the position of this screw post. You see where it's at? The guide pin is ahead of the screw. And on these two over here, the screw's ahead of the guide pin. So this one here, this yellow one, it's an older version. So Aurora, and you can see, yeah, you can see there in the red one where the original screw post was. They retooled the mold, and then they got the screw post where it is on those. But the original location was here. So that's just an interesting little tidbit that they did with the AC Cobras. Fantastic. I got the body all dry and everything. It is a VRP time, vinyl rubber plastic, made by the chemical guys. Their chemical guys make great products, and if you want something that'll give you a high luster on your T-Jets, I can't recommend anything other than VRP. It is absolutely wonderful. Okay, so what I'll do is I've got the VRP out. I'm going to go ahead and splooge some on. I've got my rag over here. I'm just going to wipe it in and just let it set. And the hubs, I've got my Molotov pen, chrome pen out there. I'm going to refresh the hubs. They look like they could use a little bit. They're kind of yellowing. And then I still got to get the bumpers out, so I'll get those for us too. All right, I have got the VRP on there, and it's just been setting it in there for a few minutes. And I did get the windshield, the front bumper, back bumper. Those are reproduction bumpers. They come from Rather Boring on eBay, which is one of the founders of Model Motoring, and they make some great, absolutely outstanding reproduction parts. I've been getting parts from these guys for probably 20 plus years now, 20 plus years. So they make some great, do they make everything? No, wish they did, but things they don't make, I don't mind making myself. It's easy enough to do, and we've done that before. So again, Rather Boring on eBay and Model Motoring, outstanding reproduction parts, absolutely outstanding reproduction parts. So while this is drying on here, I'm going to go ahead and take the Molotov chrome pen, and I'm going to just go ahead and hit the bumpers. I'm going to hit the hubs real quick. Got to have it in front of me. Tell you what, boy, you got to hand it to the Molotov guys. Look at that. Both sides, they're still drying, but the reflectiveness of it is just unbelievable. I think the Molotov, I think those guys are out of Germany, and when I got turned on to them, and I found out you could use it to the spray, the airbrush, I was hooked, absolutely hooked. Okay, so I'm going to let this go for a few more minutes, and we'll wipe it down and then buff it out. Then we'll go ahead and add the bumpers, and we'll add the windshield, and we got to get that guy back in there. Then we're going to put the whole thing together. Okay, good. I know it's been a bit, and the Molotov chrome paint should be done drying on the wheel wells. And I just buffed this out in my shirt. Look how good that comes out, guys. Anybody want to tell me that the RVB doesn't work? Nonsense. Look at that shine on there. Look at that shine. Okay, let's go ahead and get some bumpers on here. We'll go ahead and get the windshield and everything put back together. I can't wait to get this on the track. This is going to look super when we're done. All right, boy, it's coming out good. I got the hubs done. They look good. I got the tires back on. Got the back bumper and the front bumper in. They're just dry fitted. They're just dry fitted right now. And I tell you what, I haven't had to do it on this one, but sometimes you might need like a real small, like a file to open up the holes in the bumpers or where they're supposed to go. And this time they fit just absolutely wonderful. I've yet to get to the driver, and I know I'm just going to glue them in. But the windshield, I did dry fit it. It fits, but it won't stay in. So the holes are right where they need to be, but they just need to be glued in. Let me go ahead and glue everything up and see what it comes out like. Looks good sitting there. Everything's all glued up. I can't wait to get on the track. It's Scotch glue, the maximum strength. That's what I use. Pardon me. The reason I like using that is you can still get the pieces apart. If you don't use too much, it's like perfect. It's absolutely perfect. If you use like a styrene glue, it would fuse the plastic together. You're done. Never going to get it apart. That's why I use this. Okay, so chassis, body time, let's get them together. Let's get it on the track. We looking good or what, guys? I mean, look at the shine. Look at this. We have a restored T-Jet here. Let me get the transformer. There we go. Got both of them. And where's the controller? Here we go. Yes, there we go. Maiden voyage right there, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Remember how it ran at the very beginning? Looked like crap, ran like crap. Wow. And when they do look like crap, they sell like crap on eBay, guys. I'm going to have a very, very hard time not slipping this into my collection. I love the way that the Cobras handle. And look at the way they look. This is just absolutely outstanding. The shine on it, everything, the performance. Man, we have a T-Jet we can use now. Before, no, nothing. And if it's got all them decals on it, the only person that wanted all them decals on it was the guy that put them on 50 years ago. That was it. The decals are falling off, looked horrible. The hubs looked horrible. I bet you if I do, and I don't know if I will, but I bet you if I do put this on back on eBay, it's going to go for a lot better. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like if you haven't already, and let me know if you got any questions. I do my very, very best to get back with you guys. All right, have fun. See ya. Oh, God, just for fun, I just slid it into the collection box here. Does it look too good to take out? I don't know.